see this coming. 3 very creamy and easy desserts that you'll definitely want to make again. Hello Golosolandia. If you love soft desserts, you're going to fall in love with these. 3 creamy desserts starting with this fantastic one with a caramel flavor and a great creamy texture. Pour 750 milliliters, which is about 3 3/4 cups of milk, into a saucepan. We're gonna put it over medium heat and give it a touch of flavor. I'm adding a cinnamon stick so it can heat up. As it starts to warm and release some steam, leave it in there for at least 5 minutes, like this. Now we're gonna start making a caramel, and you'll see how easy it is. Put 2/3 of a cup of sugar, about 135 grams, in a large pan over medium heat. Let this heat up, and remember to stir it from time to time. While this is heating up, you can get the egg yolks we're going to need, which are 9. Here, I have them, and I add a splash of vanilla essence, extract, or flavoring. Mix it very well, because we're going to use it a little later. We're going to do the same with 100 milliliters or half a cup of milk, to which we add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, about 30 grams. And what we'll do is stir it really well until the cornstarch is completely dissolved. We continue here with the caramel in the pan over medium heat, and I remind you that you need to give it a stir from time to time. You'll see that the bottom part starts to heat up, forming little lumps and also some liquid caramel. Keep stirring from time to time so that the temperature of all the sugar is as even as possible. And if little lumps start to form, you can break them up a bit with a wooden utensil or a spatula, right? As everything heats up, the caramel starts to form. In the end, there are just a few little lumps left. As you can see here, keep stirring and they'll all dissolve into a caramel with a fantastic color and flavor. It's essential that you never stop stirring. When you see that you have it, it looks good. And once it's liquid, add that hot milk we made with the cinnamon after removing the cinnamon stick. Obviously, when you pour it in, it bubbles a lot, but remember, add it little by little. I use a ladle, I add some, stir, and when I see that the caramel keeps dissolving well and almost melts, I add a little more. Don't worry if you get a big caramel crystal like this one you see here. Just keep going with the process. Little by little, with the heat, it will dissolve. Don't worry. So keep stirring and you can see it starting to get that caramel color. And don't even get me started on the aroma. This mixture is a guaranteed success. Come on, add a little more. If you see that this is taking a bit too long, you can turn up the heat just a little and set it to medium-high. No more than that. And of course, as long as you're stirring all the time, you'll notice that after a little while, it will be completely liquid. So add the rest of the milk. And now, if you stir it really well, we're almost there. We just need to mix in this bit of milk and add the 2 ingredients we prepared earlier, along with the caramel. While it was heating up at the beginning, do you remember which ones they are? I'm sure you do. It was the egg yolks and also the milk. The one with cornstarch. Both are going to give a creamy texture to the mixture and also a bit of body. So, as I said, we start with the yolks. Here they go. Also, with that touch of vanilla that goes great with almost every dessert. Make sure to use every last drop because this gives an amazing flavor. Just like before, you simply stir it around until it's fully mixed in. And you won't have any trouble because you can see it right away. You'll notice that everything has a uniform color, and that means the egg yolk mixture with vanilla has blended in. Once you have it, you can add that cornstarch and milk mixture. Here it goes. Remember that this milk is at room temperature, so it will take a little while to heat up. And right when it starts to heat up, that's when the cream begins to form. It starts to thicken, and that's when you need to pay more attention, because as soon as it starts to thicken, everything happens really fast. In just about a minute, you go from a completely liquid state to a creamy state. Look, I'm almost there, so I need to stay really focused. Let's see. This is starting to take shape. Look. How creamy. What a wonder. Just a few more turns. Today's dessert is practically ready. What a great recipe deal with fantastic flavors. That cinnamon, that vanilla, and the super caramel. Come on, totally creamy. Out of the pan. It's time for me to assemble the dessert, for which I'm going to use these glass cups, although you can put it wherever you like best. Make the final move by stirring right before serving. Now take each cup and fill it while it's hot. So be careful not to spill it on your hand, because it's really hot. Fill all the containers and your dessert will be ready. So I go here one after another, until I have them all. In my case, I like to decorate with a little bit of ground cinnamon, which I pass through a strainer or sieve so that it becomes even finer. Look, how easy. A simple decoration for some incredible little glasses and a dessert that, if you ever make it, I'm sure you'll want to make it again. Look how amazing it looks. Look. I'm sure you're craving to take a bite, aren't you? Of course! But if you want everyone to be amazed and give it a classic flavor, this other creamy grandma-style dessert also turns out great for you. Bye. The first thing we're gonna do is place a layer of cookies in a small container, kind of like making a bed. The idea is to cover the entire surface of the base. It's that easy. Once you have that ready, let's move on to the cream. We're going to need 2 egg yolks, large ones, size L, and we add 70 grams, about 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Mix it a little, and soon the yolk will form a kind of crumbs with the sugar. This is what we're looking for. Everything should be mixed together. Once you have it mixed, add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, about 20 grams. If you want to add a little more, that's fine too. You simply repeat the process, stir it around until everything is mixed a bit. Then add 2 cups of milk, about 400 milliliters. And you stir it again, just a few seconds, so it starts to dissolve a bit. All right, just like that. Mix it really well. And with this, we're going straight to the stove. We're going to set it to medium or medium-high heat at most, and keep stirring the whole time. When this mixture starts to heat up, that's when it gets thick, with a creamy texture. So at first, it seems like nothing is happening, but then it thickens up really quickly. In fact, I like to, when it starts to heat up, switch from the whisk to a spatula. The reason for using a spatula or silicone one is so you can scrape the bottom of the pot or pan, and also along the sides, which is where everything heats up first. Look, this is already starting to thicken. I'm gonna give it a few more stirs, and in a couple of minutes, I'll have a totally creamy texture, like the one you see here. Time to add butter, specifically a heaping tablespoon, about 20 or 30 grams, adjust it to your taste. We put it in, and thanks to the heat of the cream, it will melt as if by magic. Enjoy! All right, and that's it. Done. And besides adding a little bit of cream, yours was clearly roasted with a piece of cream. You see, it works. Adding the same basic thing makes it different. As you can see, in a few turns, it dissolves completely. Look how creamy it turns out. And with this cream, we go to the mold where we had the cookie base. We pour the cream on top. But keep the following in mind, only half of the cream. There you go. We're gonna save the rest. We spread this half of the cream so it covers the entire surface. And on top, we put another layer of cookies, just like before, making sure it covers everything and the cookies are in contact with the cream. We don't soak them because the cream is already moist and will provide enough moisture to make them soft. All right, cookies are in place, a firm and set layer, and now let's use the cream we have left because we're going to give it an extra touch. We have half of the cream left. We add a tablespoon of cocoa powder and stir it so it mixes in. How do I do it? When the cream is hot, it has the same effect as before with the butter. That is, it helps us dissolve it. So just a few stirs until the cocoa is fully incorporated. Then you add it here to the mold, where we already have everything going. Come on, let's pour the cream in. And just like before, we're gonna spread it out really well, so it's as flat as possible. Come on. Take advantage of a pastry spatula to always use up every last drop of cream. We need to make the most of everything we've earned. Come on, like I said, let's spread the cream. And now we're gonna set this aside in the fridge or refrigerator. We'll leave it there for at least 2 hours. If you want to prepare it from one day to the next, that's no problem at all. It's fine. The important thing is that it's firm. To decorate and enjoy, I like to make a special topping for it. Optionally, also with nuts, which, as you can see, I chop very well, so they end up in small cubes. Now I take heavy cream or milk cream, a cup or 200 milliliters, and heat it up well. Why? Well, because I'm gonna pour it over a bar of chocolate that's been finely chopped. So, 200 grams of chopped chocolate, 200 milliliters of heavy cream or milk cream, nice and hot. And stir it until the chocolate mixes into a shiny, smooth liquid. If you can't get it, you can heat the whole mixture again. But I think that if you have the cream or milk hot enough, you won't need to. Stir until fully mixed and shiny. And you add those nuts we chopped earlier. You keep adding and stirring so they're evenly distributed. Chocolate cream with nuts is ready. The perfect topping for this cream dessert. Come on, let's pour it on top. I'm already halfway drooling. I can't wait to enjoy this. So I'm gonna take this, pour it on top, and just like before, I'm gonna make sure it's nice and smooth on top. But this time, no tongue. Since it's a bit liquid, just by moving the mold, you can make it smooth and flat. Let it sit for a few minutes and it will reach the perfect consistency, so you can really enjoy it. Don't tell me you don't feel like taking a bite out of it. And look at how amazing this looks. So creamy, with that chocolate, with the pieces of nuts and everything creamy on top. And on top of that, 2 flavors. Oh my, look at that inside, what an inside. Don't tell me you don't want to take a bite. Just with the weight of the spoon, it already starts filling up. It's a real wonder. Look how delicious. Look how delicious it is when the spoon goes in. And you just want to have it again. Although sometimes you have even less time, and you want to prepare something tasty in a flash. This last option can be prepared in only 5 minutes. The first thing I do is put about half a cup of sugar, around 100 milliliters, in a container like this large glass. We add a tablespoon of unflavored gelatin or grenadine, which is about 10 grams, and stir. If you want to use gelatin sheets, you'll need 6 sheets. On the other hand, we grease the container where we want to prepare it with a little oil. This Tupperware, for example. This way, I make sure it comes out more easily later. The cream is really easy. We use 300 milliliters or 1.5 cups of cream, also known as double cream, chantilly, or heavy whipping cream. It goes by many names, that white liquid with at least 28% fatty. We also add 1 cup or 200 milliliters of milk and a splash. Optional but recommended. Vanilla essence, extract, or flavoring. Also sweetener to taste, whichever you prefer. To sweeten, I used erythritol, which is a very mild sweetener. You can use saccharin, or if not, regular sugar is fine too. Or monk fruit sugar, which I think is great. I need to buy and try it. The truth is, you can make it with whatever you want. It always turns out well. Now what we do is mix everything very well so that it's all evenly distributed. And then we put it on the stove. Remember that the gelatin will already be thick like this because it is set, and that's what we're looking for the gelatin to be ready. Because here, we're gonna put this over medium or medium-high heat and stir. We're gonna keep stirring it as everything heats up. And when you see that it's nice and hot, we'll add that gelatin. It's ready for why. Ready to go. In why now. One's waited for them. The police always want food. With El Ganos, is it easier? This is prepared in 3 minutes. We set it aside, and when it's warm and everything, we put it in the fridge or refrigerator so it cools down and is perfect. It takes about 4 hours to be perfect, but it's the kind of dessert you can prepare in advance the day before without any problem. Then you just have to unmold it. With clean hands, touch the edges, and notice it's a bit stuck. How do we fix it? With a little bit of hot water, place it in a deep plate and add a little hot water to the outside plate. Keep it in there for a short time, just a few seconds, about half a minute. Something like that. And the edge, the part that's touching the glass, will have warmed up a bit, so it slides better. Even so, I always run a little knife around the edge, and that solves any possible problems for me. We flip it over, and that's it. Here we have this wonderful, fantastic dessert, sugar-free, no oven needed, with a soft texture and a flavor. That's amazing. If you like sweets, you can make it even sweeter. In this case, I'm gonna add dulce de leche, which always works well, and I'm also gonna add a crunchy touch. Oh, come on, a few pieces of walnut, and look at how amazing this looks. It's hard to believe that something so simple can have this kind of texture. Look how creamy it is. Look how creamy it is. Look how creamy it is. Oh my goodness. I don't know which one to eat first. But since you're there, can you give me a hand? Which of the 3 recipes did you like the most? Yes, this last one we made in 5 minutes is fantastic. Whether it's the chocolate or the caramel cream from earlier, let's discuss it. Tomas, yes bro, remember, while you consider it, you can click this box here. It looks great.